Hi everybody, I'm back. I hope you're all doing well. Pull up a project, pull up a chair, pull up a drink, a snack, whatever you want. Hopefully you'll stitch along with me, I hope, and just keep me company, and I'll keep you company. So let me get that taken care of. I have a messy desk. I apologize here. All right. I did all right. Let me start with this. Here's the Mr. Snowman, and I attached him to some felt with a silver ribbon. I think his nose still looks wonky. I should have just done the felt from here to here so it wasn't built up even further on the face, but you know, live and learn. I like him. And Debbie suggested I should do a lady snowman to go with him. So I just finished her. Now on this one I used fleece. On this one I used felt. You can tell they're different shades of white. And I'm okay. This is not fleece. This is quilt batting. Sorry. Quilt batting is what that is. So I had some quilt batting sitting around. I thought, you know, I'm going to give that a shot. And I tried a lot of things with her. I tried putting a bow in her hair. It was a failure. I thought about putting like something here, like a scarf, but I couldn't make it work. I don't know. You guys are way more imaginative than I am, especially you, Christine, and Corinne, and anybody else who watches me that I watch. So I'm going to work on a snowflake. We'll see if this comes out too. It's possible it may, it's possible it may not now. All right. I may be sorry that I used this thread. This is a very fine white crochet cotton, not stitching, not embroidery floss or embroidery thread. So we'll see. And I thought about doing it in silver or gold, but I'm going to do white first and see how it turns out. And, you know, I'll probably do more if it turns out because what a mess I made. All right. Yeah, sure. Did I ask you how you were? I hope you're well. I just used a little ruler to mark on this with my white pen. This is the best the white pen has ever worked. It's a white marking pen by Clover. It's a fine point. That's the best it's ever come out. So, go figure. All right. Now I have this idea of how to do this, so we shall see if it turns out. I'm going to go. My brain is a little preoccupied with something at the moment, so I hope I don't flub this, but we shall see. Okay, I'm going to go down here. Ow! Holy moly, I just jabbed my finger in behind there really badly. Told you I'm preoccupied. Okay, wow. Look at that. I have drawn a straight line with a ruler and cannot even stitch a straight line. So there you go. All right. Now, I did not draw the other lines to go with this. So I'm winging it here. And I'm doing it in a frame, and I may find it's harder in the frame because this frame is pretty small and doesn't give me a whole lot to work with. So that's exactly what I wanted. I'm trying to get right in the center of that line so that maybe it'll look straight. All right, and now the more of these I do, the more likely I am to mess it up and not have it come out looking very equal. Is the only word I can think of. I actually have my sliding door open a little bit, mostly because I'm warm. which is what I am half the time when I'm not cold. So yeah, I don't know if anybody else can relate. No. I don't want these to get bigger as they go in. I want them to get just a teensy bit smaller than the ones above them. And I want it to be straight across here. I'm trying really hard not to have to pull any threads out that I don't like. I wish they were more curved up like those. That one's sort of not. Okay, this one's going to be way down in here. So I'm going to just do one more small one. Yeah, our weather is not cold. It's supposed to be 60 this afternoon. I think that's pretty warm, really, for November, middle of November, November 15th. That's what today is. You won't see this until tomorrow. I will post it for tomorrow. There. There. Now that's basically just the fly stitch. So it's not perfect, but I think it looks pretty good. Now the question is, can I do it this way? We shall see if I mess it up. I think what I'm going to do is knot it off. I think I'm going to tie it off. See if I can do this and get it right. I'm going to tie it off, and I am going to start a new thread. Nope, that didn't work. I'm going to start a new thread. Sorry, I'm concentrating on each line because I'm less likely to really muck it up then. Oh my gosh, I can't even tie a knot today the right way. Phew-wee. All righty. So let me know if any of you have decided to do these, any of these. Like I said, you can find all kinds of ideas on Pinterest. And just go for it. If you don't like it, it's a little piece of fabric and some thread, right? Now, can I make this look like the other side? That will be the question. This is not going to look cohesive at all because I did not like have, the only pattern is the straight lines. So we'll see. But that's okay. No two snowflakes are alike, right? So in my case, no two snowflakes will have the same sides. Because it's Martha. It's a Martha snowflake. Oh my gosh. I did not catch that. Okay. I'm hoping this video won't be too long today so that you're not bored. Oh, darn it. Yeah, at least once a video, right? At least. Usually numerous times per video. So what have I been up to? I made some soup today, and I can hardly wait to dig into it. I used cabbage and gold potatoes and onion, sweet onion, carrot, broccoli, cauliflower, green beans, cabbage, onion, carrot, some corn, and then When I eat it, I will probably throw either, oh, I used black beans and garbanzo beans or chickpeas, whatever you're used to calling them. Yep, so it's going to be good. Some vegetable broth and some water. So I can throw extra stuff in it, like leftover vegetables or whatever, if we have any, when I am eating it. But it's got so much good stuff in it, I think I'm going to be just fine with it like that. I made lots. So if Tony doesn't help me eat it, he makes his own soup his way. So if Tony doesn't help eat it, then I have lots of soup for the upcoming couple of weeks. And as it gets colder, I really like to have a nice warm soup either for lunch or dinner. I usually have a salad at lunch, so I don't want a salad and soup unless I can force myself to make my salad really small. But then I find myself overfull. So I usually have one or the other. But I've been wanting smaller dinners. So I think this will be a really nice soup for dinner. So basically here, all I'm doing is the fly stitch, in case that didn't look, you don't know what that is, or it looks familiar and you weren't sure. Oh, that's crookeder than a monkey's uncle there. Not crazy about that. Okay, let's see if we can. I just need to pull this back one out. And yesterday, well, my faucet, we have 2 sinks in the bathroom. And the one I use, the bathroom that's off our bedroom. So that would be the primary. Let's see, did I pull that out enough? So the primary bathroom off of the bedroom, the sink I use, I noticed it dripping a while back. Then I got it to stop dripping. And then yesterday I noticed it dripping again. So I told Tony, and he's like, he hates plumbing issues. He had a bad plumbing experience once, plumbing repair experience. We don't want to call a plumber because they're so expensive. Not that they're not worth it, but they're so expensive. And so we went to the hardware store to get the repair parts. But from the videos he watched and the tools we would have needed to buy and the replacement part, shoot, well, I'm going to go with that for now, that we would have had to buy. Nope. Nope. Look how wonky that is. The man that was helping us, the associate that was helping us, was like, you ought to just put in a new faucet if it's as old as you're saying. We've had to repair the drain part of the faucet, the plug, previously. So it's not like the first time we've had issues with this sink faucet stuff. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. So crooked. Well, okay. I'm going to be right back. I apologize for having to leave the video for a moment. So the associate says to us, well, we have a bunch of stuff on clearance over here. And he takes us over to this shelf and he says, check this out before you go look at the regular priced ones. And so they had a faucet there that I liked quite a bit. And it was, I found a couple that were less expensive, but only by maybe $10. And they, where's my thread? And they weren't as nice. So we took one, and then on the way in, I had seen some Ryobi tools, which are rechargeable battery tools. And we have a couple of their things already. We have a fan and something else from Ryobi, an inverter, and which we've never used. And so Tony needed a new drill. His drill weighs a ton, and it's very old. It's at least 30 or 40 years old, and it's so heavy I can barely lift it. And I'm not a weakling, but you know, there it is. So they were on sale, and of course stuff doesn't go on sale all the time. And there's two sizes of drills, and so I didn't know the difference. So I asked Tony some questions about it, and I said, you know, we should get a new drill, because whenever we need a drill, number one, you got to plug it in. Number two, the thing weighs a ton, so if we're like lifting it above our heads or something, it's really ridiculously heavy. Like if you're trying to fix a curtain rod or something, you know, a bracket for a curtain rod. So we looked at them and we had a discussion about it, and then we picked one out, and we got the drill bits that go with it, because the case of drill bits was only $10. So why not? Because his drill bits are all so old that sometimes he goes to drill a hole and it really doesn't work because the bit is so dull. So we got that, and we started walking up to the cashier, and I stopped. I had this instant thought, and I said to Tony, I said, we have two sinks in the bathroom, and if we replace the faucet on the one sink and we don't get the same faucet for the other sink, then they're not going to match. And if at some point down the road we decide we want to sell the house or something, then we're going to have to pay for 2 more faucets to replace both of them so they match. So he just looked at me and like, you know, why do you think of these things? Now you're going to cost me more money, which I did. But it makes sense, right? If you're going to replace one, you basically have to replace the other so they match, even though the other one doesn't really need to be replaced because it doesn't get used quite as often. I'm constantly washing my hands and everything in the sink in the bathroom, so it gets used a lot. So off we trekked, carrying these boxes to get the matching. There were only 2 left of this one style on this clearance aisle. So we picked up the other one. So, I don't know if, I'm sure I've mentioned this in previous videos, but if you're new here, welcome, and thank you for joining me. So Tony has a bad back, a really, really bad back, and he's a big guy. So I'm much smaller than he is, you know, height-wise, and broadness of my shoulders and stuff, and our bathroom cabinets have a support piece of wood in the center, so you can only fit in one side or the other. You can't slide totally under it like a kitchen sink might have a wide open cabinet under it. Well, I can fit in there and I could lay flat on my back, and I didn't want Tony getting under there, and I wanted to learn how to change a faucet anyway. Plumbing doesn't scare me. So, and Tony knew what to do. All he had to do was tell me and keep his patience while he was telling me, which is usually the hard part. So, he was on top. He was on top. That sounded awful. He was standing up above the sink. And I was under the cabinet, and so that is so crooked. So, gosh, I don't know why I can't do things in a straight line. So he was telling me the parts to take off, and I got under there with a wrench. Well, this is not my first go around with tools. I mean, I'm a pretty handy girl, but this wrench was giving me fits left and right. It wouldn't close. Then when I'd close it, it'd be too closed, and I had to just turn it a half, a hair to open it up to make it wide enough to get it around whatever bolt I was trying to get it around to loosen. And it would, anyway, the hardest part of the whole thing was that stupid wrench. But I got it done, and I'm very proud of myself for getting a new faucet under the sink, on the sink. So, yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. If this is going to look weird or not. It does look weird. Where am I? What is this? How did I... Oh, boy. Okay. I don't know what I did there. This is this one. I need to pull this back out. There's a squirrel out there having a conniption fit. I don't know if you can hear it. So now we have to do the other one, but I have to let my body rest from being... Our flooring in the bathroom is hard ceramic tile. And I knelt on it with my bad knee, and so my knee is not very happy. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to fit another one in there, so I'm just going to come down here. I just want to come in the right place here. There we go. Come up in the right place. That looks terrible. Gosh, Martha, just do one line there. My goodness. Who knew it was going to be so finicky? So, yep, I'm very proud of that. And we will do the second one probably sometime this weekend. It's supposed to rain at some point. We're supposed to get some rain, which would be, I mean... it would definitely be an excellent thing if it rained. I'm going to see if I can do this. I'm probably going to regret this. But maybe not. Okay. That's probably not long enough because I'm only doing 2. Sorry about the rethreading. And, yeah, so I'll probably get in under there and do the second sink, second faucet this weekend, and then that'll be done. So that'll be nice, and it's nice to have matching faucets, right? Let's face it. Now, is this gonna work backwards? I don't know. We shall see. I can't get the needle to come up where I want it, so that is not going to work, I don't think, because look. Oh my. Oh, Lord. Okay. Let's call this one done there. I'm going to put this through to the other side. We'll finish it off like I did the other ones. Yeah, going backwards does not work. Not for me. Okay. I'll just pop it through. And I'm going to just drag this thread up here, because this is a shorter bit. And honestly, I'm just focusing. I am just going to do 2 on this one anyway. And it's crochet cotton, so it's not an expensive thread or anything. And we are desperate. I mean, desperate for rain. A few towns over, they've had a fire that's been burning for almost 2 weeks now. And it's taken out some of the woods in Shenandoah National Park in the mountains. So it really needs, we need rain. We're under fire watches for, you know, because it's so dry. And Tony says the only good thing about it is that the leaves that he goes out and mulches, because we have tons and tons and tons of trees, they're very dry. So the lawnmower mulches them up very easily. All right, so you can learn from my boo-boos. It's not hard once you get it going. But definitely start on the outer edge of each one of these lines. And if you want to draw yourself the arrows, the little spikes off of the edge, then do it. Do you. I like to challenge myself, which makes it completely interesting. Ha ha ha, joking, for you guys. And you can see what I do wrong, and then you can do it the right way. Isn't that nice of me to help you like that? I don't know if this is going to work this way. We're going to see. I think that's going to be... cannot seem to, there it is. I was trying to come through the center of that line, that thread, rather. Ooh boy, we're just barely gonna make it to the finish on this one, and then of course I'll need new thread. Of course. Why shouldn't I? Okay, there we go. All right, tie this one off. This is going to be pretty when it's done. I think it'd be really pretty in silver or gold, so maybe the next couple I make will be those colors. I like them on the black, but this black fabric is very, it attracts a lot of lint. Let's put it that way. I don't know what that's called, but it attracts a lot of lint. So I've been having to use a lint roller. Alrighty, I promise we're almost there, and then I'll let you go. It's going to be a lot longer than I expected it to be. I also put turmeric and onion powder and dehydrated onions and what else? Salt. Yeah, this soup is going to be really good. There we go. Tony eats soup every day for lunch, no matter what the weather. If we're eating at home, which we typically do. Oh my gosh, look at that mess. Ay, ay, ay. You know what my problem is? I can't eat soup in the summer. I get so hot as it is. Don't need any help. Honestly, I just don't need help with being warm, and especially in the summer. Okay. I think I can. I hope you've hung in there with me. We're almost done. So my lady snow woman, and this one I can cut out and put backings on, and I think they'll be pretty. Come on. Okay. Voila. We are fini. Whoopsies. Yeah, I'll just either put some felt backing on or white felt. I don't know what I'll do yet. You know, so many options to choose from. There we go. Yikes. I get these on too tight. I wind this too tight and then I have a hard time getting it off. Don't know why I do that to myself. There we go. So see, the ring left an outline, so I'll just cut that out and put it on a backing and it'll be done. So thanks for joining me. I hope I didn't bore you to death. Happy crafting, everybody, and take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.